Hey, hi. Welcome to my channel. Ever wonder why certain guys, these people are enigmas navigating the labyrinth of life's complexities with an air of mystery and intrigue that is uniquely their own? They have an unfathomable charm that sets them apart from the crowd and sets them apart from their alpha and beta counterparts. In contrast to the alphas who are assertive, dominant, and the natural leaders of the pack, or the betas who are more likely to be followers. Sigma males appear to have a unique approach to the game of love and relationships. Sigma men follow a completely different rhythm. Instead of conforming to social conventions and expectations, they prefer to forge their own route, one that is as distinctive as their individuality. They choose independence over reliance and solitude over company, making them the lone wolves of society. The traits of Sigma males include being fiercely independent, self-sufficient, and able to handle life's challenges on their own without the help or approval of others. They derive their sense of value from within their intrinsic motivation and self-worth rather than from the need for outside validation. They have an unmatched inner strength that enables them to weather life's ups and downs, because to their reliance, which also makes them extremely robust and adaptive. Sigma men are not just shy. They are also independent, appreciating their privacy just as much as their independence, with a strong sense of identity. They are at ease with who they are, rather than looking to others for approval or attention. They choose to live their life according to their own terms, driven by their own ideals and values. They will aggressively defend their independence and freedom in relationships and regard them above all else. Sigma men are just as fascinating. They don't like to show off their affection in public or make grand gestures, but their quiet confidence in their self-assured nature can be incredibly compelling, drawing people to them like a magnet. They have a way of making others feel appreciated and understood without the need for extravagant displays of affection. Their relationship and love-making approach is just as unconventional as they are. They prefer to connect on a deeper, more meaningful level. When a woman decides to play hard to get with a Sigma male, he does not react like most do. Instead, his retaliation is subtle yet impactful in the complex and ever-changing realm of romantic pursuits. They value authenticity and emotional depth and desire a partner who can match their intensity and depth of thought. In other words, they look for a connection that is not just physical but emotional and intellectual as well. The Sigma male's response to a woman who chooses to play hard to get is an intricate, captivating dance consisting of 12 unique steps. Unlike the usual or even expected responses, his reactions are marked by a quiet strength that resonates deeply and subtly communicates his position. He begins by mirroring her actions, thereby acting in a way that is directly related to her hard-to-get attitude. This action is not motivated by bitterness or resentment, but rather as a direct result of her behavior. The second step in this dance is his refusal to pursue. The Sigma male is frequently compared to an independent lone wolf. So rather than chasing after her non-stop, he backs off and gives her the space she seems to want. This gentle action demonstrates his respect for her autonomy and awareness of her personal boundaries. Step 3 dives into the Sigma M uses introspection to focus his energy on his own growth and development. This isn't an attempt to arouse jealousy, but rather a way to foster his sense of value and boost his confidence. In the fourth, he chooses to preserve a degree of honesty and transparency while communicating with sincerity and openness. He conveys his ideas and feelings without engaging in deceptive mind games. The Sigma of the fifth stage is patience. The male recognizes that good things come to those who are willing to wait and be patient. So he waits, understanding that genuine connection cannot be forced or rushed. Sixth, he maintains his mystery by never disclosing all of his cards at once, choosing to keep her intrigued and curious. Seventh, he remains unfazed by her games, refusing to let outside forces upset his emotional equilibrium. He stays composed and doesn't allow outside influences to disturb him. Lastly, he keeps his laser focused on his objectives. In the ninth place, the Sigma male shows his resolve and fortitude by not letting anything stop him from following his chosen path. He views every setback as a chance for learning and development. In the 10th place, he respects her choices. If she chooses to play hard to get, he recognizes her autonomy and right to do so. This shows that he understands and respects her decisions. He doesn't waver from his principles. Last but not least, he doesn't try to control the situation. Since he understands that he can only manage his own emotions and that others' actions are beyond his control. His values are his compass and he won't bend them in order to attract someone. Each of these actions represents a Sigma male's distinct response to the game of hard to get. They are not maneuvers or tactics, but rather a striking illustration of his natural resilience and self-assurance. To fully comprehend a Sigma male's retaliation, we must dig deeper into these 12 actions. Let's examine each of the 12 behaviors that Sigma men exhibit when a woman plays hard to get. First, we will examine the Sigma men's propensity to retreat. This does not imply that they are fleeing. Rather, it is just that they are taking a step back to obtain perspective. Our second point brings us to the area of strategic patience. Rather than reacting quickly, they take their time to comprehend the issue and grasp the wider picture. They retreat to their inner sanctuary, or their fortress of solitude, if you will. As a result, when a woman plays hard to get, Sigma males don't become desperate and try to force the situation. Instead, they exercise patience and let things unfold naturally. It's like a game of chess, where every move is calculated and every step is planned. Next, we have the Sigma male's emphasis on self-improvement. This is a crucial quality that distinguishes them from others when faced with adversity. Rather than wallowing in self-pity or desperation, they channel their energy into improving themselves. They recognize that they are their most important project and actively pursue their own personal development. The fourth characteristic of Sigma males is their refusal to chase after women. They don't think that chasing is a good idea. Instead, they value mutual attraction and respect. Therefore, when a woman plays hard to get, they don't pursue her relentlessly. Instead, they express their interest in her, but they won't degrade themselves by pursuing. Going on to the fifth point as a result. Sixth, we see that Sigma males are not easily swayed by societal norms. They chart their own course and don't feel the need to conform to societal expectations. They understand that everyone has the freedom to choose, and if a woman decides to play hard to get, that's her prerogative. They don't take it personally and simply move on. Therefore, when a woman plays hard to get, she doesn't feel under pressure to behave a specific way. Instead, she acts in line with her ideals and principles. The seventh point pertains to the Sigma M's ability to maintain composure in the face of adversity. They are not easily shaken or thrown off balance, so even when a woman plays hard to get, they don't lose their cool and maintain control over their emotions and behavior. Additionally, we see that Sigma males are not manipulative. They admire women who work hard for what they want and don't try to take advantage of them by manipulating situations or playing mind games in order to acquire what they want. Instead, they allow these women the space and respecting her decision. The ninth, because Sigma men respect their independence, are self-sufficient, and don't want approval from others, they don't feel frightened or anxious when women play hard to get. Instead, they continue to live their lives according to their own terms, unaffected by outside events. Our 10th point addresses the respect that Sigma men have for personal space. They recognize its value and honor it, so when a woman tries to push their limits, they don't go too far. Within their limits, giving her the room she requires and waiting for her to resurface if she so desires. 11th, finally, we have the Sigma male's capacity for letting go. They don't cling to people or situations. Sigma males are not vindictive. They don't seek retribution or hold grudges. They understand that life is too short for negativity. As a result, when a woman plays hard to get, they don't resort to petty revenge tactics. Instead, they accept the situation for what it is and move on. When a woman plays hard to get, they don't get obsessed with it. Instead, they let go and move on, preserving their dignity and self-respect. These actions aren't about winning or losing, but rather about preserving the Sigma male's authenticity and individuality. They realize that holding on to something that doesn't want to stay is futile. Although some may find the acts of Sigma guys peculiar, there is a method to their outlandish strategy. The masculine Sigma is mysterious. Their unusual attitude to life is a conundrum to people with more traditional thinking since it possesses a depth that is sometimes disregarded. Male Sigmas don't conform to social norms. They are lone wolves, fiercely independent thinkers and doers who exist on the periphery of society. Their distinct way of living is motivated by their own firmly held beliefs and ideals rather than by a need for societal acceptability or approval. The typical response of a Sigma male to someone who is playing hard to get is not what you would expect. Instead of chasing after people and playing games, they concentrate on their own personal development, passions, and interests. They establish their own boundaries and don't budge them for anyone. They are not influenced by the wooing and fancies of others but are firmly rooted in their own paths and journeys of self-improvement. Additionally, Sigma males are noted for their patience. Instead, they channel their energy into becoming the best versions of themselves. Their ultimate revenge is their success, happiness, and peace of mind. Remember, Sigma males are not antisocial as some may assume. Because they value their own peace of mind and well-being, they would prefer to be alone than to be in bad company. Now let's explore the 12 ways that Sigma males react to people who try to play hard to get. First, they don't play along. They are not interested in games or manipulation. If they sense that someone isn't being genuine with them, they simply walk away. Second, they place a high value on authenticity and honesty. They have no time for pretenses or facades. Third, Sigma males prefer to let things unfold naturally. They don't force situations or relationships to develop organically. The remaining 7 ways all reflect their independence, need for authenticity, and commitment to personal growth. Their actions may seem strange to the average person, but they are not aimless. There is a method to their madness and a strategy to their solitude. The 4th way is through their patience. They are not quick to react but wait for the right moment to respond. The 5th way is that they don't seek revenge but instead use any negativity as fuel to become a better version of themselves. Sigma guys frequently defy social norms because of their unconventional approaches. They are here to stand out and make a difference in order to ultimately bring about change, not to blend in or be accepted by society. Deciphering a Sigma male's behavior or speculating about their motivations is not the way to comprehend them. In the end, what matters most is honoring their uniqueness. Their freedom and distinct viewpoint. Although Sigma guys don't follow social norms, that doesn't make them any less significant or valued. It's important to recognize and value the Sigma male's distinct viewpoint and uniqueness rather than trying to win them over. Thus, what valuable insights and knowledge can we acquire from the Sigma men and their distinct perspective on love and relationships? It's true that the less well-known but no less prominent Sigma guys have a distinctive viewpoint on relationships and affection that is illuminating. This viewpoint serves as a potent reminder of the need of recognizing and appreciating a range of personality types. Understanding that each person has their own unique way of navigating the complex maze of love and devotion is crucial. The Sigma male, a sign of genuineness, offers us a special perspective. The Sigma man, a representation of honesty, offers a distinct perspective that allows us to relationships that are unaffected by social norms or the pressure to perform in a certain manner, only a reflection of the individual's involved, basic beliefs and values. We should all want to emulate their degree of confidence and self-assurance, as well as their unwavering faith in themselves. Through their methods, Sigma males reveal a priceless lesson about the fundamentals of relationships. They stress that relationships are a journey of shared respect, care, and understanding rather than a battlefield where one must constantly maneuver to gain the upper hand, but a journey of shared respect, care, and understanding. They effectively demonstrate that true power isn't about dominance, but rather the capacity to recognize and value the independence and individuality of others. They also demonstrate that love isn't about controlling another person's emotions, but rather about creating an atmosphere of mutual respect and understanding. This is evidence that the true meaning of love is respect, not control. Keep in mind that in the game of love, manipulation isn't the focus. Instead, it's about mutual respect and understanding, and the Sigma males have that figured out. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe.